Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard, and it is another evening that I wanted to say a quick hello to you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today in Houston, the weather was like perfect. It was like 71, something like that. So it was an amazing weather day. I just wanted to get on here. I'm taking a quick break. I'm actually working on my sales page for my a live event coming up in April, and I'm just working day and night for the next few days before spring break next week, and trying to get it done. And so that's really exciting. I just wanted to get on here and say a quick hello to you, share with you some thoughts. Hope that you guys are doing amazing, and hope that whatever it is that you're doing, it's a good day for you. And so I wanted to share with you a quick thought as far as, with fear. Going through this course that I'm doing in this event, is it scary? Yeah, it's kind of a scary thing, because it's like there's so many people that do this. They have live events, they have, maybe more knowledge about it. Maybe they have more know-how or whatever. But it's kind of like, I was just thinking about this today and I always love to relate, some of the things that I do to my running days. And, like whenever I was training for a marathon, I'm not sure how many of you guys have run a marathon or even run. Any of you guys? You guys can, shoot a like or say yes, you're a runner. And I really miss running. It's been some time since I've been able to run. But I remember when I was training to run, I remember what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know what? This is hard. I was running like 5Ks and 10Ks, which is 3 miles and 6.2 miles, and, upping my mileage, I remember. And I remember thinking to myself, how in the world am I going to run 26.2 miles? I remember thinking that. And, I got to thinking at the same time that if you look around you and different people, when I was running in races and everything, there were old people, there were young people, there were, people that were faster, slower, whatever. There are all kinds of different people. And I remember thinking, like, if, they can do it, so can I. So a lot of times in our life, we have different things that we want to do. We want to seek, and we want to, do that activity, but we're scared, or we fear that, number one, we may not accomplish it. And number two, somebody may, burst our bubble and say, what are you doing? Why do you think you can do something like that? Right? And all of us have these thoughts, it's like a natural thing for us to want to please the people who are around us. Right? And sometimes with that pleasing, it's like, it basically blocks us from doing it, and it takes over. Fear takes over, right? And so I wanted to get on here and encourage you and let you know that, back then when it was probably about 7 or 8 years ago that I was running my marathon, and these very thoughts that were going through my head of the fear of not being able to finish, the fear of, having people basically say, this is crazy, why are you doing it? So you can relate that to your business. You can relate it to, anything that you're doing that you feel is maybe a hard task that other people will stop you from doing, right? And so I wanted to encourage you today on that very thing that I did. I ended up running that marathon, and it was so hard, I remember. And sometimes thoughts creeped into my head, thinking, it's really going to be hard for you to do this. This is so crazy. Why would you want to run 26 miles and, be running for 3 or 4 hours at a time? But you know what? To this very day, even though I probably will never run another marathon, you know what that taught me? It taught me that when I put my mind to do something, I can do it. It also taught me that whenever other people think that you're crazy and put thoughts in your mind of, why are you doing this business model? Why are you doing this event? Or why are you running? Why are you doing any of this stuff? You know, what does it really matter? But really what it is like when it, you know, when it's inside you, whenever you have it in you and you know that this is what you want to do, it's an amazing thing to be able to say to yourself, you know, even though other people think it's crazy that I'm running this marathon or doing whatever it is that we are scared to do, that we have it in our mind, we have it in our goals, you know, we're following the steps. You know, whenever I'm learning something new, I think, you know, I hope I'm doing this right or whatever, but I'm following the roadmap that I created for myself, and that's other people before me have done. And so it's really exciting to have that, I guess, you know, to be able to overcome that fear of being able to just get it done. And that's what I'm doing right now. You know what? I have an event, a live event in like let me see. This tells me how many days. Let's see. 63 days. I have a live event in Houston. And a lot of people are kind of freaking out saying, oh, you know, this and this and this. But you know what? It's going to happen. And I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited for, you know, the people who are going to come and who we can help. Right? Because it's all right here. It's there. It's like when you have your mind made up to do something, it makes everything else fall in place a lot easier. It makes everything so much easier to do because you know inside you that, you know what? I know that all these people think I'm crazy, but just like my marathon example, like I said to myself, I'm going to run that marathon. And just like whenever you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, maybe it's not running, maybe it's not, you know, putting together an event. Maybe it's just something that you feel like, you know, this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. This is a little bit where, you know, I just don't know if I can do it. Tell yourself, I'm following the steps. I'm following the methods. I'm doing the things that other people have done before me. Other people have run marathons. Other people have put on events. Other people have created courses. Other people have done everything that I'm doing. And so if they can do it, hi, Stephen, if they can do it, why can't I? You know? And so that's what you have to tell yourself, like, not just because of the fact that other people have done it, just put it in your head. And, you know, and if it's hard for you to believe that, then it's time for you to start listening to personal development every morning. Like when you're getting ready, you put on those videos of the I am, I can, I want, I will, you know, because when you have that in you, it's really, really hard to fail. Hi, Kit, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. So you need to really, you know, put this upon yourself whenever you're trying to, hi, Lisa, when you're trying to get the things done that you want to get done. And that's how I'm able to, you know, push forward every single day. I say, you know, I know this is going to be hard, but I take my notebook, just like I teach you guys on my podcast. I take my notebook and I start writing down. Today, I have to get sponsors. You know, today I have to, you know, get swag bags ordered. Today I have to do this. And you just start listing down the things that you feel that this is what I need to get done. So, you know, one of my mastermind groups that I join, they make us, or they don't make us, but they encourage us to basically, you know, write down at the end of the day your wins. What are the wins for the day? And so that it kind of like encourages me every single day to say, oh, okay, I need to have some wins today, you know? So thanks, Stephen. That's so nice to say. So it's like whenever you are, you know, trying to basically go throughout your day and you feel like, I just don't know, you know, I feel like I'm not getting anything done. And then you review your day for your wins. Like yesterday, I had some of my grandkids in town because we had all of 6 of my 8 kids home this weekend. Just one of my kids moved here and they, you know, wanted to get together. And some of my grandkids were here. And I had this, you know, I'm putting together this event. I'm putting together my course. And one of my grandkids was like, you know, hey, Lola, will you come and play this game with me? And I was thinking, okay, you know, all right, you know, whatever. And so I you know, I took the time to do that. And I look back at my day as I'm teaching you guys about recording your wins. If you're looking at it like that, you know, like, what were my wins today? One of my wins yesterday was I took the time away from my busy schedule and spent time with my grandkids. And you know what? That's way more important. That was way more important than feeling like, I've got to get this thing done today. Sometimes we put things on our list that we think are important because yes, they need to get done, but then there's other things about living our life, right? And creating our moments and spending time with our family. And, you know, I'm all about that. You know, it's like, yes, we want to earn money. Yes, you know, we want to reach our goals, you know, but in the midst of it all, when we're so busy trying to do all of that, we get so busy that we miss all the important things over here because, you know, we take it for granted, you know. Lately, we've just been having a lot of things that I've been reading, you know, like in our local Facebook groups. Like just recently, there was a football star, a college football star. The next morning, they found, you know, their son, he had passed away in his sleep. He's only like 20, maybe 18, 19, 20 years old. And I was thinking, how, you know, like what could we do every single day that we are living every single moment, or as many moments, because I know not every single moment can be, you know, the best moments of our life, right? We all have our moments when it's not. But what if we could live most of our moments to the best of our moments? Wow, I need to write that down. That's a great podcast topic. But, you know, like basically like every single day, yes, we go through our daily goals. We go through our list. But in those wins, did we spend time with our family? Did we help somebody? Did we smile at somebody? Did we make somebody's day? Did we take a little moment to spend with somebody to make their day a little bit brighter? And if so, that was a win. And sometimes, if not all the time, way more important than this task over here of being so busy with our business or being busy feeling like, you know, we have to basically, you know, do all of these different things that we think we have to do. Because honestly, that's all going to be there for us no matter what. And my grandkids are not going to always be however old they are, 4, 3, and 2, ever. And I'm not going to always have the moments where they say, Lola, can you, you know, play this game with me? Because pretty soon they're going to be like my kids, where my baby of 8 kids is turning 15 next week. Can you believe that? 15. And I look back at those years, and you want to be able to say, you know, I took the time. I stopped doing what I was doing and didn't live such a busy life. And so, I think that many of you saw this video, and I'll probably end with this because it's getting a little long here, but there was a video that I saw that went viral where it was talking about, you know, a woman that basically, you know, was wanting to spend time with her husband, but her husband was so busy, right? And, you know, he went on, and then, you know, the next thing you knew, you know, he got a call, and basically, you know, she had gotten in a wreck and had passed away, you know? And I was thinking, you know, time is so short, and people and moments are here for us right now, right? I didn't get to see what you said, Kit. I can't scroll down to see your comment. I'll have to read that later. But thank you for commenting and engaging with what we're talking about, our comments and our topic. But it's like I lately have, you know, I think it's just because, especially with my father passing away a few years ago, my father passing away a few years ago really impacted my life. I felt like, you know, since then, I mean, of course, you know, I've had other things that have happened, but specifically when my father passed away, I remember those last moments that I spent with him. And I remember thinking, I'm so glad that I'm here, you know, spending time with him, because even though he couldn't talk toward the end, I know he was there, and I know he could hear me. I know he could feel me, you know, when I was talking to him and caressing his hand or whatever. And I cherish those moments today. You know, I think about, you know, my dad, and I think about, you know, people in our life on an everyday basis that we just take for granted. And I talk about this till I'm blue in the face. I'm so passionate about this subject, about creating your moments and spending your moments with your loved ones, because you can get so caught up in busyness, you know, not just your business, but in busyness, that you get that way so much that you let these precious moments pass you by. And so, anyway, as you can tell, that's such a passionate subject for me. I talk about that so much. That impacted me so much when I lost my father, because, you know, he was such an influence and such a warrior in my life. And, you know, with him not here, and with him not being able to, you know, for me to be able to just call him up like many of you guys still can, it's like, I wish that even though I took some time toward the end, I took even more moments, right? So I guess now, as I'm living my life, then that has become a theme for me on an everyday basis. From the time that I wake up until the time I lay my head down, I ask myself, you know, and I take little breaks from what I'm doing and ask myself, did I touch someone's life today? You know, did I create moments today with my children, with a friend, with somebody that I don't even know? Maybe it's somebody that you don't know that you've connected with, that you just were able to help, right? And so if you can lay your head down at sleep at night, then you feel so good when you can do that. So anyway, thank you guys for taking your time out of your busy evenings. I know that, you know, we all are busy, and here you are on my Facebook Live. And those of you who have not downloaded my podcast yet, it's called Joy Reveals, and it's on iTunes, and it's on, if you have an Android phone, it's on the Stitcher app. And so one more plug-in for my live event here in Houston, April 27th and 28th. It's right here in the Houston Sugar Land area. The sales page, I'm looking at it as my VAs are creating it, is like 3/4 done. So super excited about it. Those of you who are local or who would love to come, want to just connect with us, I would love to have you. The page will be up soon. I'll be sharing that shortly. And like I say with my podcast, I'm always putting in a plug for that so that you can listen to me talk. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening wherever you guys are. You can turn on your live notifications up here in the corner. Share this video anytime that you want to. Thanks again for connecting. I love my Facebook Live listeners and watchers and commenters and everything else that you do. You guys make everything really fun to get on here to share. So there's Steven. Steven's one of our speakers. I'm pumped for the event too, Steven. I'm so happy and excited that you're going to come. He has so much value and so much to share. So we have up to 12 speakers, I think, that are coming, with one of them Skyping in because they're not going to be able to make it, but still valuable information. So it's on simplesonseller.com. You can get on the waiting list, but the event page will be available very, very soon. So super excited about that. You guys have an amazing evening, and I will talk to you guys so soon. Let me see, Lisa. Oh, let's see. I got to do that with my father. I consider myself so, see, you and I have so much in common. So she's a wonderful lady too, guys. You should follow Lisa. She's amazing. So thank you for that. That, you know, when I think and talk about my dad, I really have to hold back because he is such a special man and special person in my life. I really I miss him. He's if you guys, those of you who knew my dad, you know what I'm talking about. And those who didn't know him, his legacy still lives on. But he was a very, very special person. So. All right, before I start crying or whatever, I'm going to let you go. You guys take care and have an amazing evening. Talk to you soon.